Well, in the news lately has been a lot about cyber attacks and being safe online. I have a feeling Brendon Peck has a lot to say about that from the Cyber Defense Initiative. I want to welcome you to Good Morning, Frederick. How are you?
Thanks for having me, Danny. I'm really excited to be here, and yeah, it's definitely been a hectic last few months.
I don't doubt it at all. I don't doubt it at all. So tell me a little bit about your company. When did you establish the Cyber Defense Initiative?
I founded the company 3 years ago, coming up right here in this coming month, and we founded it because I have a background in risk management and compliance, and there wasn't a avenue. There was a missing area for small businesses to turn to for cybersecurity, for compliance, for accreditation. So we founded this company initially to help business owners, especially small and mid-sized business owners, to really achieve that security, achieve that accreditation, and achieve compliance.
Okay, so when you talk about accreditation, give me some examples of the companies that you would work with and what that means.
Yeah, we can help out companies for various different reasons and for different sizes, and what accreditation or what compliance looks like for those companies can mean a number of different things. We help out a lot of people in the hospitality or restaurant or brewery or distillery space, as well as hotels and restaurants, clubs, things of that nature. And for them, compliance could simply mean their payment processing. A lot of people think, hey, I can get Square and I'm in compliance because that device is in compliance. But if an audit were to occur, it turns out that that's not necessarily the case unless they have other metrics as well, or other countermeasures as well to meet cybersecurity compliance. And then you take, an insurance agency, an office space, a car dealership, and they have a much more stringent level of security needed to hit that compliance standard.
Yeah. And so obviously as I kind of said at the open, there's been a lot in the news lately with Frederick Health getting that cyber attack, the ransomware. How do you help support your clients to hopefully avoid situations like that?
First, I'll say that no matter what company it is for cybersecurity, no cybersecurity company can guarantee that you're not going to get attacked, or that
Yeah.
you'll never get breached. Anybody who does say that is kind of talking out the wrong side there.
Yeah. Yeah.
What many in the cybersecurity space and in the industry would say is it's about layering. It's about putting as many deterrents or layers of protection in place as possible to deter a bad actor or a bad hacker, to essentially prevent them from wanting to attack your business, to make what they want, which is ultimately data, to essentially make them not want to come after your business and instead go to the business down in, let's say, a different city.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, the whole thing is too, I mean, I think the weakest link is human error. I mean, that is literally, I would say, probably 99% of the issues that a lot of companies have is that the entry into their data is sometimes that clicked phishing link. And that literally, that error or that hack, I can't even imagine the hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars that has impacted them. I think it's a great learning for a lot of people in your industry to see how do we circumvent this for every company. But small businesses need to understand that if you take credit card data, and like you said, even if you're using Stripe or other third-party payment processors, you're still responsible for your customers' data on your end and how that is being impacted. And I would say in the hospitality industry, the bad apples who have you know, gotten people's information, they need to really make sure their employees are also trained to protect their customers' data as well.
Absolutely, yes. Education and vigilance, and making sure that there's levels of awareness is such a
Mm,
critical piece for any cybersecurity professional,
yeah.
because at the end of the day we can sit from our soapbox and we can preach about how important it is, but if the end user who's swiping that credit card or that's making those phone calls or that is accessing your systems, if they don't have that same mindset, they don't know what they're looking for, there's a hole in the wall. There's no way to protect yourself from the end user.
Yeah.
And you can certainly compartmentalize things and install firewalls, install active threat hunting. There's so many different measures that can be implemented, but at the end of the day, now it used to be just phishing emails, but now the same bad actors have decided to go after what they're now calling smishing, which is SMS texting,
I get those
phishing.
almost daily. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody's now seen the and I think it's now online, where they've now said, oh, you have a toll, you have a toll expired,
Unpaid tolls.
toll
Yeah.
bills.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, for anybody listening, please don't click on that. That's
Yeah.
not real. That is not an
Yeah.
MVA glitch. That
Even
is
if you had gone through a toll thing and you think it could be me, I mean, I'm telling you, and I have my mom lives with us, Mama Cone, and she constantly, at least she's trained now to bring me anything that looks suspicious through her Yahoo or Facebook or any of that. I'm like, Mom, it's a scam. But I'm telling you, they get very good, and whereas in the past you might find spelling errors in that you've got an UPS package, now they really are replicating what the websites look like, so you can't trust anything. And yeah, it's always very good to um, do diligence and ask, or go direct to the website without clicking that link and call and find out. So yeah, they're getting very good. And it's funny to me with hackers. I used to think, what do they, not ransomware, because I get it, they get money and Bitcoin and all that stuff, but just regular everyday hackers. I'm thinking, what is the benefit of what they're doing just to be disruptors, I guess, but it is pretty crazy.
absolutely, and there's more of them popping up every day, and the ones you hear about in the news are certainly not the majority. Those are the ones that want the attention, and they're going
Sure.
after causes, and they're going after United Healthcare and the banks. The ones that are going after the small businesses, you're rarely ever going to hear about in the news, and it's
Yeah.
because what they're after is the data. Because if they
Yeah.
can find somebody's social security number or credit card or
Yeah.
even their name, address, and date of birth, oftentimes they can sell that information right on
Yeah.
illicit websites. So to protect oneself, or to protect your clients, if you're a business owner, uh, so many business owners, when they think of a hack, they think of being attacked from from a cybercrime perspective. They think so much about the first party losses. They think about, how is this going to affect my business? How is
Right.
this, what am I going to have to pay to get my business back up and running? When in reality, the first party losses is usually the smallest portion of a cyber attack. The third party losses, the mitigation, the credit repair, the expenditures to remediate your clients is almost always significantly higher. So that
Yeah.
third party loss is always going to be much more important. And also, the lack of trust, the lack of, or the reputational damage. It's stuff that again, I think a lot of business owners don't think about. But if you have clients that rely on you, and you're just housing their personal information on an Excel sheet, and you don't have data governance, you don't have data protection, these are serious issues that so many business owners don't know about. And there's also some misconceptions about cybersecurity, and that it has to be super expensive. It
Right.
doesn't.
And the other thing that's really good that you would provide is there are laws now in place of what a company must do when their data has been breached. And, we were actually talking here about, I was just at Frederick Health, and I have still not received any information to say that their data was breached and what information could potentially of mine could be out in the cyber universe. And I think it's very interesting about that, because I'm sure they're still talking to their lawyers and trying to figure it all out. But still, I mean, I know they have a certain amount of time to do that. There are rules in place that you have to follow, and you're like you said, damages that may have to be paid. I know a lot of credit card companies provide you the free third party companies to put yourself, to protect your data and things like that, or whatever, to check to be sure your stuff isn't in a bad place. But how can people get in touch with you if they want more information or to have you come out and talk to them?
That's a great question. And first off, to get in touch with us, it's very easily done. You can call us. Our website is thecyberdefenseinitiative.com.
You have the capacity to take on some additional clients?
Absolutely, we do. And not just on the cybersecurity side, we of course do telecommunications as well. So we are great partners with the leaders in the industry for phone and internet, as well as business cell phones. So T-Mobile, Verizon, Verizon for Business, Comcast, Xfinity, AT&T, Cox Internet. We do all of that, and we're able to, number one, implement it usually with some savings for our business clients. But on top of that, implement it securely to help protect our clients in the long term as well.
Would imagine security would be at your forefront of every solution, which is great for local business. If you have a need, let me tell you, if you have any device that connects to the internet, you need to make sure that connection is safe and there is no chance that anything can be breached, because you will find yourself in I can't even imagine. It would make me sick to my stomach to know that that happens. So you want to go ahead and give Brendon a call. We'll make sure his phone number and website are on screen for you. We really appreciate you taking the time today. And I know this is so important because we are never going backward, right? Only more and more things are going to be connected online, which means you need to make sure every device is safe and making sure the data of your customers is also safe. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me. And we love Frederick and we love being a part of the community.